Jace Tunnel here. Today we're going to be talking about these little bitty blobs washing in called sea gooseberry jellyfish. And actually, I just called them a jellyfish, but they're not actually a jellyfish. They're considered a comb jelly, which is a ctenophore. These actually get their name because of all the combs and rows of combs that they have on their body. They have 8 of them. Now, if you're walking along the beach, all these people are walking along here, they have no idea that these things are washing in. Every once in a while you might see one, but actually there's hundreds, probably thousands of them if I walked along here, but they look like bubbles right up whenever the water washes in. If you actually put them in water, and that's what I'm going to do, you'll see what they look like. And these look very different than, say, a salp. A salp actually has a little black dot in it. If you've seen the clinging jellyfish, those actually have an X on it. All the ones I just mentioned look like this one whenever they're just washed up. They just look like a drop of water on the beach. These are pretty small. So the ones I'm finding right now, they're probably, I don't know, 5-6 millimeters in size, but they can get up to 2.5 centimeters, which is about an inch in size. They're clear. And so that's why I say they look like a drop of water. But whenever you drop them in the water and check them out, they've got these feathery tentacles that come off of them. Now they're harmless to humans, so they're not the typical tentacles that like a jellyfish would have that has stinging spores on them. These actually have sticky cells on them, and that's how they're able to get their plankton that they eat, is just by sticking to them, and then it pulls it up to where they can eat them. These are good to be out here. I mean, I've seen birds feeding along the high tide line. There are also fish eat them, so they're good. They're good for the environment to be out here. Now the deal is, whenever they start washing up, there's literally thousands of them, sometimes millions of them. They can bloom in massive quantities. They move through the water mainly beating those comb rows that I was talking to you about. Or drifting through the currents. Some of these actually are able to have bioluminescence, and especially if you look at the combs and as they move them, you can kind of see they're iridescent looking because of the reflection of the light. These are found coastwide all around the world. Okay, so I know some of y'all are asking, can we put these in water and eat them? Yeah, you probably could. I don't think you'd taste anything. They're so small, but it might be more funny than it is nutritious. All right, that's it for this episode of Beachcombing. Hope you enjoyed it, and we'll talk to you on the next one. Bye.